Alright guys, welcome to another tutorial by Zeilhan. This tutorial is going to be none like you've seen before. We have spent the last hour in recording just optimizing this homepage for it to look beautiful and be conversion rate optimized. The entire website was conversion rate optimized. So what are you going to learn in this tutorial? Very quickly, most tutorials on YouTube teach you how to build a website and that's it. In our tutorials, we're going to teach you how to build a website that's going to grow your business. It's going to generate more leads, it's going to get more website traffic, it's going to get you more clients and customers, it's going to increase your profits, and best of all, it's going to take work off your hands. Now, it sounds like a lot, I know, but I've been doing this for almost 10 years. I have a very good idea of what we're going to be doing, and I'm going to make it very simple for you. So even if you're very new to the web development space and you want a website for your business, you're going to learn how to do everything right here today. Now, the important news is that you can download this website for free. All right, so the template that we're working on and all the changes that we've made and everything, you can download it for free. As you notice, you land on the page, you can click schedule free consultation. Oh wait, this is not the actual website I'm viewing. So this is the website that we're working on. You can schedule free consultation. It's going to take you to the consultation page. Let me show you the consultation page. You can complete the form for your consultation. After you complete the form and submit the form, it's going to take you to the consultation thank you page, which, as you know, is going to be important for your lead generation optimization for your ads and so on. We're going to teach you everything that you need to know to get this website set up, including buying your domain name, setting up hosting, installing WordPress, getting this website set up as it is, all the pictures, all the links, no steps skipped. It's going to be beautiful. What I would love for you guys to do, absolutely love for you guys to do, go ahead and hit subscribe. The reason why I ask for that is twofold. One, when you hit subscribe, you're going to help more viewers like yourself find this video, and it's going to help them as much as it's going to help you. The second thing is that we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. We are almost there. We're at 580 subscribers as we are recording, and you subscribing does help us with our goals. If most channels don't hit 1,000 subscribers, we'd love for you to help us with that. Finally, it is 11:34 p.m. on Tuesday, July 2. I am in Jamaica. If you check the news, you're going to realize that in the next 7 hours, there's going to be a hurricane in my country, Category 4, Hurricane Beryl. I'm going to try to get this video up for you guys for Friday. So if the hurricane comes tomorrow morning, Wednesday, and it's too powerful and the country gets wrecked, this video is going to be available for you even if I don't have internet and electricity, because you know it's a hurricane. It's not particularly like a walk in the park. So go ahead, hit subscribe. Let's get going. This video is going to be absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Let's go. All right, to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to get our domain name and we're going to set up our website hosting. The way we're going to go about this is not the way that they normally do it. And here's what I mean. In the description of this video, there's going to be a link to different website hosts. We're going to have Name Hero and a few others. What we're going to do is we are going to get our domain name from Name Hero. All right. So you're going to click on the link in the description. It's going to take you to Name Hero. Hopefully you don't have to go through reCAPTCHA like I have to go through here. And then it's going to take you to Name Hero. The domain name is going to be your .com, your .co, your .org. The name of your website, the website address. So google.com, namehero.com, that's the domain name. Most times it's going to be your businessname.com. So if your business is Pete's Pizzas, it's going to be petespizzas.com. And sometimes it can be .co.uk depending on what you'd like. And then after that, you're going to set up what's called hosting. Hosting is going to be the computer that is on 24/7 or the server that is on 24/7. That's going to make your website available across the globe. What we're going to do that's different, and I'm going to show you how to do it the regular way. We're not going to be using shared hosting, that is Name Hero. We're going to be using managed hosting, because the managed hosting solution we're going to be using is a little bit price flexible, but it offers a lot more power. What we're going to do here is that instead of using Name Hero for the domain name and the hosting, like most of the YouTube tutorials, we're going to go a little bit more advanced, where we can use more advanced and better web servers like Amazon Web Service or Google Cloud, for example. or we can go cheaper and use DigitalOcean or Vultr or Linode. And we're going to get this by using Cloudways. So here's what we're going to do. On the Name Hero, on Name Hero's homepage, namehero.com, we're going to click domains. We're just going to purchase a domain. So I'm going to type Zeilhan tutorials. And I'm not going to be using .com this time. I'm going to be using .co.uk. I know I am not in the UK. So we have .com. That's added from my previous session because I was trying to set up hosting. But don't worry about it. It's going to be the same process. What I want is .co.uk. So there are different domain names. We're just going to go with the .co.uk option because it is cheap. It's added to cart. Now I'm going to click on the cart. I am going to remove the hosting that is there. So it says here that if you plan on purchasing web hosting with Name Hero, and this is the most important part, because remember I told you that we're not going to be hosting with Name Hero in this situation. But if you're using Name Hero as a host, you click continue and then you can purchase your hosting and you can go from there. But we're not going to be using Name Hero. I am going to leave the name servers as is though, because I don't yet know the name servers for the host that I'm going to be getting. So we'll get that later. So this part right here, zeilhantutorials.com, is from the previous part of the tutorial that you guys probably won't see when I was trying to get hosting from Name Hero and it was not working. In another tutorial, I'll show you how to get Name Hero hosting. But right now it's not working. The checkout page is crashing. So let's hope it doesn't happen with the domain name. So zeilhantutorials.co.uk, email forwarding, DNS management. You can get those. This is just a tutorial for me. I don't need it, so I won't get them, but you can get them. You can read. It basically makes your website available faster and it makes you have all your emails in one inbox. Perfectly fine. Not a big deal for me. So we're going to continue. All right. So I don't need the .com. Let's remove that. No savings. We are going to create a new account. All right. So once you've created your account, all right, guys. So you're going to create your account, first name, last name, email address, etc., your billing address, and all of that good stuff. Once you have created your account, you're going to go ahead and select your payment method, enter your payment details, all right? And you have read and agreed to the terms of service, and you check out. And that's what it's going to be. I already have an account with Name Hero. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that existing customer account because I just need a domain name. I don't need a separate account. When I'm doing the hosting tutorial for you guys again, then we'll get a new account. So I'm just going to use the existing customer login. We're going to log in. Everything is as I'd like it. Read and agreed to the terms of service. And we are going to check out now. All right. So let's go ahead and check out. All right. Order placed. Continue to client area because we're going to need this section. Now I do have 8 domains here. I've had more. Some are expired, some not so expired. We're going to click on domains. We are going to go all the way over to Zeilhan tutorials. Let me just make myself a little bit smaller. zeilhantutorials.co.uk. We are going to click on this one. Click on it. And everything is as we would like it to be. No SSL, perfectly fine. We'll set that up very soon. So now that we have this set up, and remember guys, once you set up your account, you're going to want to go to your email address that you used, and you're going to want to get all the good stuff happening, like getting your confirmation code and everything like that. You can go ahead and do that. I already had an account. That's something I need to show you. Now for the hosting that we're going to be using this time is Cloudways. And Cloudways is it's something that I love because you can choose where you host your website, at which server. It can be Google Cloud, it can be Amazon Web Services for higher performance websites. So like my most important clients with like e-commerce platforms and so on, always AWS, always Google Cloud. Or you can go with something a bit more budget friendly. For this tutorial, we're going to use that. I'm going to be using Vultr. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a new account with Cloudways because I'm actually going to be getting website hosting. Now, Cloudways is very beautiful. I won't ramble on too much. We're just going to get started. So we're going to say start free. I am going to sign up with my Google account. You can just enter first name, last name, and so on. Everybody can do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the Google method. So I'm going to click continue with Google. I'm going to select the email address. I'm going to continue. All right. So now I need to set a password. I'm just going to select a strong password. I will describe myself as I'm a lot of things right now. So I'm going to say digital agency for this person. Yeah, I'm just going to say digital agency. My hosting spend is 50 to 250. I agree to the terms of service, privacy policy. I am going to continue. To activate your account, sign in. All right. So Submit details. All right, guys, good news. So my Cloudways account has been activated. Woohoo! It took a few days, but I'll show you the process. So to get activated, you just need to go to cloudways.com. All right, so you apply for an account, then you actually go to cloudways.com. Let me get my chat out of the way, and it's going to be right there. And when you go to cloudways.com, you're going to click send a message. All right, send us a message, go to verification. Once you go to verification, it's going to automatically apply with the instructions to get verified. So I literally did all of this. So I sent them the email account that I used to sign up. I sent them links to my Twitter and LinkedIn accounts. I sent them my company's website, which, Zeilhan.com. I sent them my ID. So I used my driver's license. And I also sent them my contact number. So I used two socials. I used my company's website. I used the email address, my driver's license, government issued ID. And within about 3 or 4 hours, I was verified. So we're verified. We are going to log in and activate. I understand the risks. Take me there. All right, this is good. So here's what we're going to be doing. Let's get started. Okay, so here it's telling us you can deploy more apps once your first server is ready. So to set up a WordPress install, we're just going to click next right here. And I'm going to call this, all right, go next. Actually, I need to name it first app. First app. I'm going to call this first server. And I'm going to call this startup project. I'm just going to install startup project. And we go next. So it's saying that I can only use DigitalOcean, AWS, and Google. So let's just go ahead, set up that. Select your desired server size. I'm just doing a test website, so I can just go with a 1 gig regular server, but most times you're going to go with a 2 gig high performance. All right, so I'm just going to go with my 1 gig regular server. Let's go next. So the location I'm going to use is actually Miami. If I can use Miami, it doesn't seem like Miami is one of the options. I'll just go with New York for now then. So try to a blazing platform with 3-day trial, no credit card. Yes, let's go on. I'm perfectly fine. You're all set. And so I'm going to launch now. And remember, this is a WordPress install. You can also go with a multi-site. So that's a WordPress multi-site, and you can go with a WooCommerce installation. So I'm just going to go ahead and launch now. So it's adding my server. All right, first server has been created. Our server is here. We have an application. So after you've made your server, this is the most important part. After you've made your server, so you're going to go to dashboard. We have a server right here. So we have a server installed. Here's what you're going to do next. You're going to click on your server. You're going to copy the public IP. You're going to log into your name here, client section. When you log into your name here, client section, you're going to go to DNS management. At DNS management, you're going to add at a record, and you're going to paste in the IP address and save changes. So this is what you will have when you're done. Once you've done that, I want you to copy your website URL. I want you to go incognito and go to DNS checker. All right. DNS checker. You're going to paste in the URL. You're going to search the A records. The address that you see right here should be the same address from your Cloudways IP, and it should also be the same for your A record. And what DNS checker is basically saying to you, it is telling you that, all right, your website domain is available across the globe on this server. This is the IP address for your server. This is the A record for it. And that's all you need to do. If you go to Name Hero, or you go to your public register, your DNS, or you go to your domain name register, and they don't have the option to add the A record, open a support ticket, tell them that this is the IP address for your Cloudways server. You'd like to have them added to your domain so you can use Cloudways for your domain. Once that is done, you're going to go back to Cloudways. All right. You're going to go to your first app. This is your WordPress install. You're ready to use this. So you're just going to click on this. You have two URLs right here. You're going to have the application URL. If you click here, it takes you to the actual website. And if you click here, it takes you to the admin panel. You copy the login URL and you copy the password. You're going to paste it in and you can log in. So the next thing that you're going to do after you've seen the IP, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to copy the domain name. You're going to go back to Cloudways. You're going to go to domain management. The default, the primary is going to be this long, ugly URL that you can't share with anyone. You're going to do is you're going to add domain. You're going to paste in your URL, and then you're going to add domain. After you've added the domain, it's going to appear, but it's going to be here. You're just going to right click and make primary for the actual domain. Once that is done, it still won't work because you need to have SSL. You need to have an SSL certificate installed. So to install the SSL certificate, you're going to go to SSL certificate. Let's encrypt. You're going to use your email address. I'm just going to use one for the business, and you're going to paste in your domain, and you're going to install SSL certificate. Once the SSL certificate is installed, we're going to go to incognito. We're going to paste the URL. We're going to see if it works. And it works. Now to go to your admin address, you're just going to right click here. You're going to say WP admin. Once that happens, you're going to go back to Cloudways, access details, copy and paste your email address, copy and paste your password, and you're going to log in. And there you go. All right, guys, now that we're on the WordPress dashboard, a few things that we're going to have to do is we're just going to take a look at our site yet again. And really quickly, we're going to go through this rather quickly. So we have a website here, and we're going to need to know how this works. All right, so we're going to learn something very important in the next few minutes. It's called themes and plugins. So WordPress themes and WordPress plugins. What are the differences and how do they work? So what I'm going to need for you to do before we can even learn about WordPress themes and plugins, which really just influence how this site looks, we're going to head back to our dashboard. And on our dashboard, we're going to go to settings and permalinks. On settings permalink, we're going to change this to post name. And the reason why we're doing this is for SEO purposes. That means that whenever we set it like this, we're going to get more website traffic, which means that more people are going to find our website and we can make more money from them because, website visitors convert to leads, which convert to customers, and, customers bring in money, right? Our clients. So we're going to go ahead and save changes. The other thing that we're going to change is we're going to go to settings general, just to change some general settings so that it be according to our website. So we're going to change the site title. Site title is important for SEO as well. So we're just going to name it business name. We're going to go with Zeilhan tutorials for our business name. You can use your business name. Then you're going to use the pipe. That's the icon above the enter button on the Windows keyboard. And you just press shift and that button above enter. You're going to get the pipe. And after the pipe, you're going to describe your business. So we're going to stick to Los Angeles. So we're going to say Los Angeles best home interior designers. From there, we're going to go back to where we say Los Angeles best home interior designers. We're going to copy all of that and we're going to paste that at the site tagline. We're not going to choose a site icon for now. We're going to keep our admin email. We are going to scroll all the way down and change our time zone. Currently, I'm in Jamaica. So what we're going to do is just going to select right here and select where you're located and enter. The reason why you change this is because you want whenever an event happens on WordPress, like you get a lead or a customer or a sale or anything like that, you want WordPress to tell you that this is what's happening at this time. You want it to be in a time that you can understand it relates to your reality. So if you use a time zone that you're not in, it's going to give you the time, but it's not going to be the actual time for you, which isn't very helpful most of the times. We're going to keep the date format. I'm going to change the time format to this one, and I'm going to start my weeks on Sunday. These are all personal preferences. Go ahead and save changes. Now, I remember I told you about WordPress themes and WordPress plugins. And the thing I want you to know is that when you look at this site, the reason why the website looks like this is because of the WordPress theme. Now you can see Los Angeles best home interior designers right here, which is good for SEO. So what we're going to now learn about are WordPress themes and plugins. So WordPress plugins, what are those? Because WordPress plugins lead us to themes. Well, WordPress plugins are like apps on your smartphone. They're like when you install WhatsApp so you can send messages, or YouTube so you can watch this tutorial, for example, or ChatGPT so you can get help with your homework. This is what WordPress plugin is like. They're like apps on your website that improve the functionality and features of your website. To add a WordPress plugin, you just go back to your dashboard. If you're here, you go to here and dashboard. You go to plugins and add new. But before we even add a plugin, let's just take a look at our installed plugins. You're going to see a few plugins on your dashboard. You're not going to see WP Server Security, Anti-Spam, and Malware Scan. This plugin is one I installed before the tutorial, and this one is going to help with website security. And the way that you would go ahead and add a plugin, right? You would add a plugin. Let's just go to add new plugin, or you can go to plugins, add new plugin, and whatever it is that you want. So we're doing one for interior design. So let's say we're going to need one for galleries. So we're going to need to have a gallery of the design work that we've done before. You literally just go to add new plugin and you type in gallery. If I can spell. Once you type in gallery, there are going to be some options. And you can choose one of these. You can look at the installations and so on. Just go ahead and install full gallery. I don't know this one, but go ahead, sure. After you've installed it, you can go to all your installed plugins. It's still not going to be activated. It's like an app. You can install the app, but unless you activate the app, it's not going to work. So you can go ahead and activate the gallery plugin right here. It's going to walk you through some setup steps. All right, so I'm just going to skip the opt-in email situation. Don't need that. And here we go. Full gallery homepage. And so on. So here's what's happening. Now you see full gallery over here. You're going to have some demos and support, and you can install Migrate or create demo galleries and whatever the case might be. That's how it's going to work. Let's say that you no longer want this plugin, or if you're not using a plugin, always go ahead and delete them, because security tip, if you keep the plugin on your website that you're not using and it gets outdated, or even if it has like a security breach, that can create a backdoor or an entryway into your website for hackers. So you always want to delete plugins that you're not using, and you always want to keep your plugins updated. To update, delete, and remove plugins, you go to plugins, installed plugins. All right. You cannot just delete a plugin that is activated. So you notice these ones are highlighted, these ones are activated. You have to first deactivate them. And once you have deactivated the plugin, then you can go ahead and click delete. I'm going to do this in bulk because I'm going to delete everything except for WP Server. So it's going to go ahead and plugin and uncheck and delete. Now we have deleted our plugins. Just wait for that to take place. That's good. And once you see a plugin here, you're going to see update available. You can just click on update and that will do. All right, now the next thing that I want you to learn about are WordPress themes. Now I said that the website looks like this because of the theme that's activated. So to go about our themes, you can just go to our dashboard and go to appearance and themes. On our dashboard, you notice that it says the 2024 theme is activated. A theme always has to be active. So let's just take a look at 2022 theme. Just go ahead and live preview this one. It will show what our website would look like if we activated the 2022 theme. So this is what our website will look like with the 2022 theme. And this is what it looks like with the 2024 theme. So go ahead and go back, because we're not going to be using those themes. We're just going to delete them. But remember, one theme always has to be active. Everything that you see here from 2022, 2023, 2024, perhaps 2026, depending on when you're watching this tutorial, is going to be from Automatic. Now, Automatic is a company that owns WordPress, so these themes are pretty stable. I always keep one behind, so I never delete all of them. I always keep one behind. And what the theme does for me is that if my activated theme isn't working, which I had this issue just now with my website, I can deactivate the theme that I'm using, activate a default theme, and see if the issue persists. It's one of those troubleshooting tips that we have. So let's go ahead and click on this and click delete. And that will help you to delete the theme that's there. You click again and delete, and that will help you to delete the theme that is there. Now that we have deleted the theme, we are going to install the Astra theme, because the Astra theme is going to give us the actual website that we want to work on today. So it's going to go to add new theme. All right. On add new theme, we're going to see a few themes listed under popular. We have done a lot of work with Blocksy, so go ahead and subscribe for more of that. By the way, guys, help us on our journey to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there, and I'm pretty excited. My birthday is in the middle of July. I don't think we'll actually hit the subscribe number for my birthday, but I definitely love to hit that number. So go ahead and hit subscribe if you like what's happening here, so we can help more people like you find and build amazing websites that get them clients and revenues and live better lives. All right, so that's Blocks. We've used that before. We have also used Cadence, and we have used Astra. I have used Elementor. I have also used OceanWP, but not in the tutorial. So we're going to go ahead and install the Astra theme. So let's go ahead and click install. If it's not here for some strange reason, you can just literally search themes and type in Astra. Unless the name has changed, then you type in the change name and it's right here now, and you can click install. After you have installed the theme, let's just go back to themes because I stepped away. You go ahead and click activate. I remember you have to activate your themes. Now I want you to notice something. This is what our website looked like before Astra. This is with the 2024 theme. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate to see what we now have with the Astra theme. And you notice a change has occurred. We still don't have a lot happening here, but this looks a little bit more modern and a bit more organized, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to our themes window here. It says here, build your dream sites in minutes with AI. This is pretty good. You can go ahead and I want to build this website from scratch, or let's get started with starter templates. We're going to go ahead and say, let's get started with starter templates. But let's say that you don't see this message. So if you see this message, click let's get started with starter templates. If you don't see this message, let's go ahead and remove it. If you don't see this message, go to your plugins, add new plugin, all right? And you're going to type Astra starter sites. I don't even think we need to type the entire thing. Let's just type Astra and see what happens. Astra starter templates, and it has over 1 million installs, 5 stars, absolutely beautiful. Let's just go ahead and install now. After we have installed, let's go ahead and activate. Now it says you can use the AI website builder. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use a classic starter template. So I'm going to build with templates. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to dismiss this message just to clear up our window. Let's go ahead and refresh because the starter sites aren't loading. Now that we've refreshed, the next thing that we need to do, we can't just go ahead and click and install because we're going to need to choose the right page builder. So we're going to go to block editor, we're going to click, and we are going to select Elementor. All right, now we have a different set of sites available here. We're going to go to business. All right, here we go, construction. And it's not exactly construction that we're doing today. We're doing interior design, but we'll find that website there. The ones that's are tagged premium are ones that you have to pay for. And we're going to be using the free ones today. But you can go ahead and get a premium license and use one of those. The steps to setting up your website is going to be exactly the same. And you don't have to use the starter site that we're going to be using. We're going to teach you how to use all of them. So we're going to use this starter site, but if you want to start with this one or this one, go ahead. Let's go ahead and click on the one that we're going to use, the interior design. And this looks good. All right. So now that we have this starter site here, what we're going to do is we're going to go to continue. So I'm not going to upload our logo or anything just yet. We're just going to go ahead and continue. You can change the font. I wouldn't recommend changing it. And you can change the color palette. I would not recommend changing it just yet. But just to show you how it works, you can go ahead and use the green and you notice everything changes, or you can use the orange, or you can use the red. And you notice everything is going to be changing according to the color I use. We're just going to go back to the original. Same with the font. This font actually works well, mind you, Poppins and Lato. We had Railway and Roboto installed, and Monsterrat and Lato. All right, so we're going to go back to Railway and Lato because that's the default. I kind of like Poppins and Lato for this one, though. Let me see what Railway looks like. Yeah, we're going to keep Railway for now, but I do like Poppins and Lato. So you can go ahead and choose what you want. So we're going to go ahead with Railway and Roboto, and we're going to continue. We are going to skip this step. We're not going to add any of these plugins or features that they say. We're just going to skip this step. We're going to fill out this information and start building website. And here we go. This is our website. All right, let's just go ahead and view our website. So remember, this is what we had when we started with 2024 theme. After we installed the Astra theme, we got here. And now this is what we have. And this is actually pretty beautiful. This is your website as it is. This is tremendously attractive. This is beautiful. I love what we have right here. All right, so this is our website. That's very good. So we're going to close this window and we're going to close all the other windows because we don't need them. All right. We can go ahead and copy and we can paste and, well, we can share this link with our friends and family. And this is a website that they would see for us. Absolutely beautiful. I think there's an issue on the contact page. I'm not sure. If there is, we can fix it. Yes, there is. The contact form is not working, but we're going to fix that. Contact details, absolutely beautiful. I love what we see right here. Our about section. And menu is working well. Our layout is beautiful. Everything looks wonderful. I like what's happening here. So let's just go ahead and head over to our dashboard because we're going to have a few housekeeping duties. Now on our dashboard, there are a few things that we're going to have to do. And the reason why we're doing these things before we even start building the website is that we don't want to start building a website. We take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month, 2 months to build our website. And after we finish building our website, we say, hold on, what is happening? And we realize that our website is hacked and we can't get going. So we're going to do some security. All right, we're going to add some security to our website. We are going to add backups so that if we make a change or we do something that we don't know how to undo and we don't like and want to go back on, we can undo those changes. And that's going to be very important in the development stage. But before we get there, very, very important. You see, before we get there, we're going to do something that contractors always do. So this is our website, right? And this is the link to our business. If a client goes to this link right now, this is not our picture. These are not our pictures. This is not our service. This is not about us. And we may have different services offered than these. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to block visitors in general from seeing the website until we're finished. So how do we do that? We're going to do that by using what's called a coming soon or under construction page. To go ahead and do that, we're going to use a plugin to add that feature, right? So we're going to go to dashboard, all right? And we're going to go to plugins, add new plugin. The plugin that we're going to add is let me just close this right here. The plugin we're going to add is the under construction. So I have construction type. I'm just going to type that right there. We have under construction right here. Let's just go ahead and install now. After we have installed, we are going to activate. Once activated, we're going to go to under construction. We're going to go to settings, close. We're going to go to design. On the design page, we're going to pull one of these designs. I'm just going to use this one because this is pretty cool. Just going to go ahead and activate. And look what's going to happen. It's still not activated, right? So if we have shared our link, we can just go to visit site. Let's just look incognito. If we have shared our link, we can still view the site, right? Which is not very helpful in our situation right now. We don't want to be able to see the site if we're going incognito. That means visitors can see it. So we're going to close and we are going to go right here and we are going to turn on under construction mode. After we turn on under construction mode, let's just go ahead and visit site in incognito. And there we go. We can't actually view the site. So our website visitors will not be able to view the site. That's good. So we're going to close this and I'm going to show you something really cool. Even though our website visitors can't see the site, if we try to visit site, it's going to work, right? Because it says here that under construction mode is enabled, but you are whitelisted, so you see the normal site. So if you want to share this website with your friends, go ahead and close that. If you want to share this website with your friends and family, what you're going to do is you're going to share the link with them. And when you're ready to view, you just go to under construction and you click off. All right. Once it is off, you can just go back to dashboard. You can just visit site, just like your friends or family, and they're actually seeing the site now. Beautiful, right? This works really wonderfully. I like this. This is really easy to do. And you close. When you're finished viewing the site, you go ahead and you turn on under construction mode. Again, all right, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding a little bit of security, like I mentioned, because we want to ensure our website doesn't get hacked. Even though we haven't built much, we have already spent money for hosting and the domain name, and we've invested a lot of time to get where we are. Now let's protect our investment. We're going to add website security. Again, those are plugins, features. So we're going to go to plugins, add new plugin. We are going to type security. There are a few security plugins that we're going to use. We're not going to use just one. So the first one that we're going to be using is really simple SSL. Let's just go ahead and install that. I like to use Solid Security. I've used that one quite often. I love to use all-in-one. Those are very nice. So I'm just going to use Solid Security for this one because it's really nice. I like it. All right. The next plugin we're going to use is Sucuri, anti-spam and malware. All right, so we have 3 plugins installed. We're going to look for UpdraftPlus. So we don't see UpdraftPlus at the moment unless I overlooked it. But what we're going to do is we're just going to go right here and we're going to type Updraft. And it's right here with 3 million active installation. Let's go ahead and install now. All right, so we have all the plugins that we're going to need. Let's just go through this website security section. We're going to go back to plugins, install the plugins, and we're going to start activating these plugins. What I want you guys to do is I want you to grab your WordPress username and password, have it saved somewhere. Because in this step, what you're going to realize happen at some point, you may be logged out of your website. You may be logged out. If you don't know your username and password, you're going to go to users and profile. On the profile, you're going to scroll all the way down, and you can set new password, copy and paste this password somewhere safe, and this will be your username right here. All right, so let's just go ahead and install the plugins. Yes. The first one we're going to activate is really simple SSL. Let's go ahead and click activate. It's very easy to set up in less than a minute. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to activate SSL. You can choose your host from this option. I believe it's Cloudways that we're using. You can just go ahead and choose your host. I tend not to do that, but you can go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and activate SSL. All right. You can go ahead and enable all of these because these are going to help you to keep your website secure. And we're going to go ahead and skip this because I've always opted in. So I'm going to get it in either way. So let's go ahead and skip. And I'm not going to install these plugins. Not right now. Go ahead and skip. And we are going to finish. We're using the free version. What that plugin does for us is, you see the padlock right here? It's going to give us that green padlock up here that says the website is secure. So it says right here, connection is secure. And this is good. This is good for your SSL certificate. It just provides encryption between your website and website visitors. And you need this for e-commerce, by the way, and it's good for SEO. So definitely go ahead and install this plugin. The next plugin we're going to install, go to plugins, install the plugins. We're going to install Sucuri. So we've installed it already. Let's go ahead and activate Sucuri security. It's right here. Let's just go to settings. We are going to go to hardening. Get myself out of the way. All right. So we're going to go apply hardening to all of these except for website firewall protection, and it's because you need a premium license to have website firewall protection. All right, so we're not going to activate that, but we're going to activate secret keys updater last, because every time we make a change here, our secret keys are going to need to be updated. So I'm going to go ahead and speed through this just a bit. Let me show you what happens if you try to apply hardening to the website firewall protection. It says premium service. Now we do have a premium service that our clients at Zeilhan enjoy. So if you want to have this work done for you, our team is available for hire. Go ahead and click the consultation button. Set up a consultation with our team. It's not free. All the free information is on our YouTube channel that you're getting right now, but it does prove to you that we know what we're doing. Just go ahead and apply hardening to everything else, and we can get the work done for you. Set up the consultation, sit with our team. Let's help you map out a digital success strategy, and then we can go from there. We're going to go ahead and speed through this step, like I said. And there we go, hardening has been applied. Now, the next plugin that we're going to do is we're going to go back to plugins and install the plugins. This time we're going to go with Solid Security. Now, I have WP Servo installed, so after I do Solid Security, I'm probably going to deactivate and delete it, but you guys don't have to worry about that. Just go ahead and activate Solid Security. We have been logged out like I thought we would. Just go ahead and log back in. Log in. Now, go ahead and repeat admin, and we're in. So there we go, we're in. Let's just go back to plugins and install plugins. I think Solid Security was activated. All right, so let's go ahead and activate Solid Security. We're going to now go to Solid Security, go to settings. All right, so this is going to be a brochure, just a simple website to promote our business. All right, we're going to enable Security Check Pro. Let's go next. This is for my own website. If I do client website, it's going to ask for options. I don't want to go through that. We're going to enforce password policy for these users. And next. I'm going to authorize my IP. and ensure that my IP is checked. Good. Authorize my IP. So here it is. This means that when my IP tries to access this site, it's not going to be subject to security rules. Go ahead and click next. I don't want to activate two-factor authentication, but you can do that. The firewall settings is fine. Our site check is, we can schedule a site scan, which is pretty cool if you ask me. And our utilities should all be fine. Just go ahead and next. We're going to use default user groups. Not going to change anything here. Just go ahead and go next. And we're going to keep everything as is. Going to select admin because, all admin, and complete setup. And that's good. So now we're going to go to our dashboard, see what's happening on our dashboard. Since last week, 87 new vulnerabilities emerged in the WordPress ecosystem, including 85 themes and 2 plugins. And this is actually pretty cool because now you get website security, WordPress security news right here. And you can check right here if you have any of these plugins or themes installed. WooCommerce had one. Interesting. But I've already updated WooCommerce for mine and my client site. And this is why you need a web guy. You need a team like ours at Zeilhan, because you don't want to have to keep up to date with this thing every single day to ensure that your website is secure. And if something goes wrong, you don't want to stop doing business, so you have to figure that out, right? So you want to have a theme that's reliable, a team that's reliable, getting all these things done for you. All right, that's good, that's good. Let's go ahead and close right here. And this is all good. This is our dashboard. You can do a backup, but we're not going to use this plugin for backups. We can add a firewall. We already have firewall with Sucuri, but you can do a premium one for that. And you can do vulnerabilities and everything like that. Absolutely beautiful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the last plugin. Let's go to plugins, UpdraftPlus. So plugins, install plugins. Go to UpdraftPlus and activate. After activating, let's press here to start. And we're going to go to settings before we back up. We can do daily backups. So this is the configuration that you guys should use. So you're going to do daily 28, all right? Or you can do daily 30. And this is going to give you a month of backups. So if you're doing a normal site like this, do it like this. If you have an active e-commerce site, then you're going to want to do every 2 hours. And you want to keep like 160. So you want to keep as many backups as possible so that whenever there are changes, you can easily go back and you don't want to lose your customer information and orders and stuff like that. But because this is just a tutorial, I'm not going to be using the setting that you should use. So remember, you should be using daily and 28. And it's going to give you a month of backups. I'm going to be using manual because this is a tutorial, so it's not going to be as important for me to save this information. I'm going to save to Google Drive, and we're going to save right here. Then after we save right here, we're going to select our Google Drive account. All right. So let's go ahead and save changes. Now we're going to sign in with Google and do the honors. And now we're going to complete setup. Now that we have completed our setup, I'm going to close right here because this is why I'm here. What we can now do is we can back up now and back up now. This is going to be very cool. So let's just wait for this backup to run because there's something really awesome that I want to show you guys. Now that our backup is complete, I'm just move out of the way. This option that says restore, here's the cool thing. So let's say that we have 10 backups here, 10 days, 10 backups, right? And you made an error yesterday, or you made an error today. So you just made an error on your website that you want fixed, or something on your website is broken and you don't know how to fix it. You can literally go to yesterday's backup and you can click restore and go through all these steps to restore everything. This is a safe way. And next, and let me just cancel because I don't actually want to restore. Let me just cancel. And once you restore, you're going to go back to the last save date. So this is like when you're playing a game and you can do a saved point for your game. This is exactly what you're doing right here. That's actually pretty awesome if you ask me. So now we have all of that set up, our backups, our security, our smashingly beautiful website. We're going to just close this again. Let's get into a bit of design. So we're going to add our logo. This thing right here with the blue W, this is called a site icon. We're going to go ahead and make some changes there as well. All right, so let's go back to our dashboard to make those changes. Or from here, we can go to customize. So you can click customize, or if you're not here, go to dashboard and appearance, customize. It's going to take you to the same place. Now, under Customize, we are going to go to our site identity. We're going to change our site icon. So let me just go ahead and select site icon. We're going to upload files. So our files are being uploaded. We're going to just select the white logo for Zeilhan, and we're going to select. We're going to crop image. We don't have to crop, but we're just going to crop image. And now you notice that the icon here has changed. Publish. Just go ahead and publish these changes so the changes take place. We're going to go to site title and logo settings. Notice that we don't have a logo. There's a little pencil right here. We can select it for our logo. Just go ahead and click that. And that is because we're editing our transparent header. So it's right here. Let me show you how to find this area. So we were at site identity and we're going to select our logo. You just click customize transparent header. And now we're going to get to the place where we need to be. We're going to change our logo. So let's go ahead and change image because it's not even showing, guys. Let's go ahead and change image. We are going to use the white Zeilhan logo in this situation. And let's see how that looks. That's good. We can hit publish. Now our changes have taken place. We can make the logo a little bit bigger. All right. And publish. I think it's a little bit too big. All right. So let's go ahead and hit publish. Now, here's what we're going to be doing. All right. We're going to be editing our header of our website and we're going to be editing the footer of our website. So I'm going to go back to right here. We're going to go to header builder. And this is where we're going to edit our header. So if we want to change something here, I want you to notice something. We have a logo and there's a pencil. If we want to change a logo, we can just click right here. And it takes us to where the logo is. If we want to change the menu, we hover over the menu, there's a pencil that appears, we click right here, and it takes us to the menu. And we can design the menu. So we can go ahead and make some changes. We can change the border color. I'm not going to save these changes, so I can go ahead and do them. You can change the text link color to red, and the background to blue, and let me actually use something. All right, so we can do that, and the text link color to black, and the hover to purple. And you notice it's going to change when you hover over it like that, or you can change it to gray, and it's going to change when you wait. So this hover is for the active. All right, so the background is what I want to change. So the hover background, we're going to change to black, and it's going to change whenever you hover. And you can use blue, all right? And the link was active, you can select right there. And you can go ahead and design your website. Now you notice that all the different colors are making this uglier than it needs to be. That's fine. We're not going to save these changes. The next thing that you need to know is that we have the logo here and we have the menu. If you look right here, you see site title and logo, then you see primary menu. But you also see some pluses, right? You can add more stuff, and you see 3 other sections as well. 2 other sections, one at the top and one at the bottom. So what you're going to do is you're going to click this plus in the center right here, and we're going to add, so let's do it the right way. We can click right here and just add social. And you're going to notice the socials are added up here. Now that the socials are added, you can't see them really well. That means we're going to have to design them. Just go ahead and click the pencil. We are going to go to, let's just add a few more social icons. We are on YouTube. I love to add YouTube first. Let's go ahead and add that social icon. And now we're going to go to design. It is black, so you can't see it very well. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the icon color to this orange. Now you notice that you can see it. We can't see anything when we hover. So let's just go ahead and look at the icon hover. This is good. Just going to go ahead and change it to a darker orange. Let's see if that shows up. It does, but you can't see it really well. So we're going to do that. Now you can see it, but I'm going to choose white to make it more outstanding. All right, so that's that. And the label color, we don't have a label in the design. You know, we can go back to general and we can show label, which is actually pretty ugly if you ask me. Take a look at that. All right, you don't want to have that in your header. So I'm going to go ahead and deactivate and design. And you can change the background color, like I said, to black. All right, not very good, but so on. And that's how you would add an option. You can also add something here in the middle. We'll just add a button. Sure, why not? If we're being ugly, right? The button is here, you can see. Just go ahead and click the pencil. And the text says button. let's design it. So we're going to change the text color to white. We're going to change the background color to this gray and change the text color to black now. When we hover, we want to change the text color to yellow and we want to change the background color to black. Now we have a nice little button going on here. If we don't like this button where it is, we can go ahead and click it right here and drag and drop. All right. And that's how you can edit your menu. Now, the thing that I want you guys to understand, I'm not saving these changes because they are ugly. If we made these changes, my client would fire me, right? So I can't make these changes for you, but it teaches you how to get the changes done here. The next thing that I want you guys to know, that this is actually pretty cool if you ask me. It says the button is right here. Now, what about the call to action? When someone comes to your website, I'm just going to go ahead and remove this. When someone comes to your website, what's the change the action you want them to take? That's called a call to action. You're going to want them to, perhaps set up a consultation or give you a call. So that's what you would use this button for, to tell the website visitor what you want them to do next. Become a lead, give us a call, etc. So we're going to go ahead and edit our footer. Once we've learned the header is very easy. It's also an introduction to the footer. Notice that we have a blank space here. That's because the logo is missing. So I'm going to go ahead and click here, and we notice that it says widget. You can go ahead and got it. We can change our widget. And this is our logo. But remember, we have these ugly changes in the header, so we're not going to actually do that. We're just going to refresh before we work on our footer. And this is all website development, guys. After this, we can start building web pages, etc., etc. We don't want the autosave. Let's scroll all the way down to our footer, or we can just click on Footer Builder. All right, it's right here. Let's just click on the widget, and the widget is here. Let's image. We're going to replace the image. We're going to choose the white logo of Zeilhan. Add the widget. It's going to appear right here. All right, that's good. Pencil. We're going to link to home. I think the home link should come. Also, it's not there, so we're going to have to put www dot our website URL. So this is Digital Pixie I'm using because the Zeilhan tutorials domain that I bought is actually on another tutorial that's going to be released. So we're going to do that. I don't like the image size, so I'm going to go ahead and edit. We're going to change the size to medium and see how that works. And not much of a change. Let's try the thumbnail and see how that works. And too much change. Too much change, guys. So we're going to go back to medium. All right. This is where we can go ahead and edit these options. So we can edit our contact info. And the thing about this section, guys, is that it's quite interesting. Sorry. It's quite interesting how it works, because I'm going to click right here. All right. And we can change the design, the background color. I think I would like to use darker black. And this is not changing because you have to change here. So I just click right here. And that's what we're going to do. Let me see if I change it to white, what happens. And it does work. So this is the darkest. This is not the darkest black. So we need the absolute black is what I need. This is what I want. And I can do the same for this one. Design, background, black. Nope. Darkest black. And the spacing at the top is a little bit too much. So I'm going to go with 20. Or 2 is good. This is good. And we can click right here. Design, text color, orange, powered by Zeilhan tutorials. And design, text color, link color is orange. Let's go to general. And we can add www. We can add a URL and save changes. That's too many W's for a website. All right, and there's that. We can make it bold. All right, and that's good. Our menu, so our company. I I want to edit this section, guys. So it says our company, but I can't seem to do a design change. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see. So you can add a link to your About Us page and so on. Just go. Let me show you how to grab that link. Just go up to your copy link. It's going to give you the actual URL. So just click right here and copy everything from About. Copy and paste it right here. And that's that. So we're actually working on our footer, so we don't have to do it at the end of the tutorial. And we're going to publish these changes because these changes are good. This is where you want to give a shout out, or well, a description of who you serve. Zeilhan Interior Decorators, Los Angeles' best interior decorators. Let me just go ahead and make that changes. So this is good for SEO, what I'm typing right here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this. And it says better price, superior quality. All right, that's good. And yeah, I'm going to add a link to the URL. Yes, it's linked to the homepage already. That's good. Go ahead and publish those changes. I'm going to click widget tool to see if I can make some design changes. Let me see if I can change this. Oh, there we go. So you just click on this little icon right here that says design, and now you can change the heading color to that. All right, let me see if I can use a richer orange. All right, and then I want when you hover over the links, I want it to look orange. So yeah, this is what I've wanted all this time. So this is what I wanted to do. I'm going to do the same. So you just click design right here. The heading color is going to be this orange, and the hover over a link is going to be this color. And let's do it right here again, and like that, and like that. And there we go. So we have what we want right here. All right, and publish. So I think we're good for now. I think we're good. So that's it for the header and the footer. Let's close because now we're going to move on to very interesting rounds. All right, we are going to start designing our website now, guys. We're going to change and edit this template so that it fits our business. And I like to start with the contact page. The reason why, let's look at the contact page. It's very short. All right, it's very short, to the point, easy to design. Once you get the design of the contact page going, you feel like you've achieved something, and you can say, let's go ahead and do something else. So we're going to go ahead and edit with Elementor, and we're going to make some changes to our contact page. Before we start working on the contact page, I want you guys to take a look at this. I'm going to move myself out of the way. We're missing a contact form, right? If you look here, we have a blank space and there isn't a contact form. There isn't a form that's going to say, complete this form, submit it, and our team will get back to you. There isn't any of that. We have contact details, we have a map, we have some introductory text and so on, but what we don't have is a contact form. So before we even start editing the website, I'm going to go grab a contact form, and then we're going to come back here and we're going to put the contact form in, which is also a part of editing the website. So I'm going to go back to our dashboard. And we're going to use a different plugin this time to create the contact form. So we're going to go to plugins, add new plugins. We're going to go right here and type Fluent Forms. This is my preferred form plugin, by the way, guys. Not Fluent, but Fluent. Fluent Form plugin. There we go. Go ahead and install this one. After we've installed and activated, we are going to go to Fluent Forms right here. We should have a contact form that's ready, actually. So there's a contact form demo. Let's go ahead and preview that form, see what we have going on. First name, last name, email. I'm going to do some editing because we want to change how this one appears. I want to set up. So I'm going to click right here. We're just going to request first name, and the field is going to be name. So we don't want to call it first name. We just want to call it name. So we're going to click there, and we're going to click here and delete everything. I'm going to bring that up. We're going to take our email. So we do need to make the name required. So you can't enter the form, complete the form without a name. Email subject. We don't need to have a subject, but we would like to have your message. That's good. Contact form demo. We're going to rename that to contact form. I will just number it for now. I don't think we'll need another one, but we'll say contact form 1 for now. We're going to save form. After form is saved, so I'm going to move myself out of the way. Success, the form is updated. So I'll move myself out of the way for that. We're going to go to settings and integrations just to ensure everything is okay. We are going to say, thank you for your message. We will get in touch with you shortly once you submit the form. After form submission, we're going to reset form. We're not going to hide the form. We are going to go to everything else here looks good. We're going to go to email notifications. We're going to add a notification, and we're going to call this one new contact. All right. We are going to we're going to send it to our email address at Zeilhan, just to make it easy for us to check. We're going to say subject, and we're going to say Zeilhan interior decorators. All right. Let's see if we can. All right, so that's good. Right here, we're going to, so I'm just close that. Right here, we're going to add the short code, and we're going to add all data. So all data, this is a short code that's going to submit all the data from the contact form. This is not spelled properly. Let's go ahead and add a T. So all data is going to be replaced with everything that is in the form. If you add a short code with name, everything that's been entered in the name field is going to be submitted. Same with email and message, etc. So that's good. We're going to send as raw HTML format. I guess that's all right. And we're going to, we don't need to do raw HTML. Just leave it as it is. We're going to save our notification, and the notification is enabled. It is set up. We're going to go to conditional confirmation. Nope. Our integrations are really nice. All right, so that is good. So now we're going to head over to right here, just right here, and we're going to click. It's going to say copy to clipboard. Now we're going to input it into our contact form, our contact page. So we're going to go to pages, all pages. We're going to go to contact, and we're going to edit with Elementor this time. Let's just click on view. So this is a page that we're going to add it to. I'm going to show you how to add the form to that page. So let's just wait for this to load. All right, so we're going to add it right here. We've edited with Elementor. If you're on the page right now, you can just click edit with Elementor right here. Once we edit with Elementor, we're going to see the Elementor option appear. Let's go ahead and close this. I'm not going to use AI in this build. All right, now, so we go right here, and you notice that we have the layout. All right, we're going to explain what's happening very soon. We see an empty space right here. We see something. Let's just right click on this. It says edit shortcode, and the shortcode says WP forms ID equal 480. So just go ahead and delete all of that. No. Sorry about that, guys. So now just edit shortcode. It's deleted, and now we're going to paste Fluent form ID equal 1. So this is our contact form from Fluent Forms. I think we have a need for more space for our contact form. All right, and I'm going to bring this back right here. Here's what I want you guys to see. I am going to close right here. All right, and I'm going to update this section. Just go over here. Once updated, I want you to look right here. This is what we had before, and this is basically going to show you how to edit the website. And we're going to reload. Once reloaded, we notice that the form is there. Now, what just happened? Well, we edited the page of the website, but we didn't have to write a single line of code, which, if you ask me, is pretty amazing these days, right? When you look at what we have here, we have the Elementor page builder, and it's following a very simple structure. It's called WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. And that simply means that anything that you see right here is what's going to be here on the front page. Now, normally when you're building a web page, you have to code and you have to say HTML is a type and the lang is equal to English, and you still haven't started building the page as yet. And then you say anchor tag P for paragraph, or anchor tag H1 for H1 tag, and insert image. It's like a lot of work. And you're typing all of that code, and it's going to be translated into something like this in the end, or converted. in simple terms. But now we have everything right here. Now a single line of code has to be written. So now we're going to say get in touch with us, contact us. If we want to say save, if we want to change something here, we're just going to click, all right, go to the option over here, and we're going to say our team is waiting to hear from you. So we're going to go to our team is waiting to help you. All right. All right, that's good. Now we're going to update. And once updated, we can go ahead and refresh right here. And the changes is made. Now I want to close this, and we're going to use this icon right here to preview the changes. That means that whenever we save a change here, it's going to automatically update without us needing to refresh. But this helped you to understand how the page works. Now, here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to do some real design work on our website, and we're going to do that right away. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to scroll all the way down, because we have already added our form, right? And it's really beautiful if you ask me. So we're going to scroll all the way down to our contact details. This is the first thing that I want you guys to edit, just to get in the swing of editing websites and so on. The address, I would like for you to add your address right here. So just click here, head over here, and type your address. 123 5th Lane, New York, whatever is your address. You're going to go to the email us, and this is going to be your email. Enter your email addresses and enter your contact information. Now, the next thing that I want you guys to keep in mind is we're going to add what's called internal link. We're going to add a link. That's basically going to say whenever you click on this section right here, it's going to initiate a call to one of our numbers. And whenever you click a section right here, it's going to start sending, it's going to start typing an email to one of our email addresses. So we're going to use the call first. Let's say we want to send it to this number. So we're going to go ahead and copy this number. All right, copy. We're going to go to link, and we're going to type these words. Let me type the words here that we're going to type. We're going to type call to, colon, and we're going to paste the number. 456 was the number here. And we're going to add a +1. So this is what we're going to type, all right? Let me just go ahead and cut, and we're going to paste it right here. Call to plus this, and you're going to notice something. Let me just close this right here. When you hover here, let's go ahead and delete the space. All right, space is deleted. All right, go right here. Notice we can't click here, but we can click here, and we can click the heading. This is basically because we've added a link to this, and whenever you click here, it's going to start a call. I don't know if it's going to work because I'm on the computer, but if you're on a smartphone and you click here, the number that we entered right here is going to be put in our phone's call app, our dial pad, for example, send a direct call, and it's going to happen. The same thing with email. So we're going to click on email. We are going to copy this email, all right? And we are going to say mail to, MAILTO colon, mail to this place. And now we can click and it will start typing a mail. Go ahead and save changes. Now, the next thing that I want you guys to do is we're going to add some hover animations. So we're going to click on address. We're going to go to style. We are going to go to icon. This is the normal color of the icon. The hover is going to be different. For the hover, we're going to set, so let's see, the primary color is going to be set to orange, and the secondary color is going to be set to white. When you hover, you're going to notice the change. We can copy now, and we have a hover animation. So let's just, let's see Bob. What happens with Bob? All right, that's good. So we're going to copy, and we're going to paste style. Notice that it doesn't happen now. When we paste style, it works. It doesn't happen. We are going to paste style. Now we're going to take a look at our website. Notice that the changes are not made. So we can click on mail because you notice the icon changed from a pointer to a hand. You can click and start the call or start the mail, but it's not changing the background or the hover. So we're just going to go ahead and save. You're going to see it refresh right here. Notice it's refreshing. It has been refreshed, and we are going to see these changes. All right. Now this is very beautiful. Here's what else that we're going to have to do. We're going to grab this address for where we are located, and we're going to put it in our map. So we're going to go right here. We are going to right click and edit icon box. Go to content. We're going to copy this information. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. We're going to hover over the pencil icon right here, right click, edit Google Maps, and the address is already there, mind you. So whatever is your new address, you're going to Control and A to highlight it all. You're going to delete, and you can paste your new address right here. All right, guys, whatever it is, so you can drag and move the map around. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can use these controls if you would like or not. So let me just see what's happening. You can use those controls and you can change the height or not. So we're going to keep it as it is. We already have our address right now, and let's go from there. So we have all of this. Now for the picture, we're going to save because we always want to keep saving our changes. For our picture, we want to add your picture here. Now here's a lesson. All right, we're going to do a few lessons here. The first is that I'm going to grab a new picture. It's going to be a stock photo, but I prefer if you use your and your team's photo. That way, whenever your actual customer, your client customer, comes here, they're going to see you, they're going to recognize you when they come to the office, when you turn up to do the design for the home, they're going to see you. But what we're going to do right here is we are going to take a look at how to get free pictures on Google. Now, do not go to Google and type, let's say, do not go to Google and type bathroom designs. Go to images, not shopping, images. Go to images, take a look at this picture and say, I love this picture. Save image and upload it to your website. Don't do that because you can get copyrighted. See, it says right here, images may be subject to copyright. You can get sued for this. If you have to use Google, go to tools. I think it's tools, right? Go to usage rights and go to Creative Commons licenses. And now you're going to see all these images are licensable. It means you can use any one of these images on your website without too much trouble. The other thing that I want you guys to know is that there are a few different websites that you can go to get free images for your projects. Not just your website, but for social media, for videos, for YouTube, etc. I'm going to give you them below, and all these websites give you stock images. The first is one called Unsplash, one I don't like anymore because it used to be really awesome when it's free. They got sold, but they're still very good. So go to Unsplash. So here we go. This is Unsplash. You can use photos from here. The next is Pixabay. And here is Pixabay. Pixabay is really awesome for getting pictures. You can also go to Pexels. Pexels is also really good. You can go to FreePic. And here we go. Here is FreePic. Now I'm going to just go back to Pexels, I guess, and I'm going to type in bathroom designs. That's not how bathroom is spelled, but I think the system understands that it was just a typo. All right. And I think this is going to be a really nice image. Maybe not. Maybe this. Maybe this. This looks good. I think we could work with this. I am going to keep looking. All right. So I think we're going to go with that one. Oh, let's use this. So we're going to click on the image and we're going to download. Now, the image size is going to affect the speed of your website. If you want to speed up your WordPress website, we have a series of tutorials in the description below on our YouTube channel that you can take a look at to speed up your website. But the first step of words, right? The first step of having a fast website is that you need to use the proper image sizes. You don't want your images to be too big because whenever your images are big, the page size is big, it slows your website. So we're going to go to free download and we are going to use the 1280 by 1920. That's a very good size. And we're going to download selected size. After downloading the selected size, we are going to upload it to a free online image compression website. So we're going to go to Tiny JPG or Tiny PNG and you're going to click and upload your image. We have lost 7%, but we're under 200 kilobytes, so that's good. So just go ahead and click download. After downloading, we're going to upload this image now to our website. So just go back to our website. We're going to click right here, edit image, click on image, upload files, and we are uploading our image. Now, the next thing that we're going to have to do, and this happens every single time we upload an image to our website, we're going to do what's called image SEO. And remember, SEO, search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is optimizing your website for search engines like Google, so that whenever someone goes to Google and they are an ideal client and they want your service and they type in, let's say, for example, the best interior designers in LA, in Miami, interior designers near me, your website appears and you can get the client. what you're going to do is you're going to first name your image something appropriate. So let's say that the business is called Zeilhan Interior Designers, or whatever your business is called. You're going to first use the name separated by hyphens, no space, Interior Designers. Then you're going to add an adjective about your business. So we're going to say Best Interior Home Designers LA. So this is something that your ideal client would search on Google that your website would appear for. And that's what's called a search term or a keyword. So we're going to add a keyword that your ideal client would type into Google for your website to appear. This is what they would look for on Google to find your website. This is what they would type in Google to find your website. So Best Interior Designers Los Angeles or LA. That is your name. Now you're going to change the alt text. The alt text is going to be the keyword that describes your image. So we're going to say the best bathroom designers in LA. And we're going to highlight, and we're going to add that to the caption, and we're going to add that to the description. We are going to select, so it's inputted to our website. All right, and that's beautiful. So that is how we're going to do images every time. So let's grab another image for the hero section right here. I'm going to go ahead and update and see the change. All right, that is beautiful. We're going to grab an image for here. So we're going to look for something else. And interior house designs, that's a good search term. Let's just go ahead and search. Nope. I clicked on the wrong place. Let's go ahead and say interior design. All right, this looks really nice. This looks really nice. I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and select this image. We're going to do the same thing over again. Nope, because we're going to click on the image. We are going to use the right size, not the original, the medium. We're going to upload to tiny JPG. It's going to be compressed 11%. Now we're going to download. Head over to our website to edit the image in this section. If you notice, it's going to say edit container. So there isn't an actual image that we're editing. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to edit container, and we're going to go to style and move myself out of the way. And then we're going to go to background. There's our image. Click on the image. We're going to upload the file that we just downloaded and compress. We're going to upload a compressed version, obviously. We are going to do image SEO yet again. So we're just going to change this to an appropriate name and add appropriate alt text. And we're going to select. All right. Now we have a background overlay, which is why this looks kind of dark. So we're going to background overlay. We have a brownish color or the black. So what we're going to do is I want to lighten this a bit. So I'll just go ahead and remove the overlay. It's not so bad. So, all right. So this is 31%, 0.31 is 31%. I don't want it to be dark like this, guys. I mean, we can, but I don't want to do that. So I want to keep it about 27% is good. And we have our image here. We have our section here. To edit this section, we're going to keep it as it is. Keep it as it is. I think I want to have a bigger form right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click right here where you see this appear, and we're going to change the size like that. Nope. All right, so we're going to undo those changes because we don't like those changes. So we're going to go to it's not responsive. We're going to click this here, history, and we're going to container opacity edited. And that's good. Container edited. We don't want that, so we're going to go to container opacity edited. That's good. And we're going to edit container. There is some space. All right, so we're going to change the left to 20 instead. And the layout, we're going to add 40 is good. And I think 35 would be better. And this is good. This is good. All right, now this is beautiful. We are going to update, and that's it. Now we're going to change our text wherever we want to change it, so we can, change this from let's discuss about your spaces. We're ready to make your space come to life. We can add a few options right here, something else, and then we have all these information right here. And that's beautiful. And it's the same thing here. What I can do is I can copy here, paste, and drag above. So it's just drag and drop, and highlight, Control A, complete the form below. And I'm going to change the style to make the text a little bit smaller. Just do what I did. If it's too fast, you can go ahead and repeat. And there we go, complete the form below, save. Now here's what things get interesting. What we're gonna have to now do is we're gonna have to make our website responsive. So this is the final design. The page is as beautiful as it's ever going to be, and we're comfortable with this. This doesn't look good at all with the new heading, and it looks ragged, so I'm gonna remove it. I don't like it. I do not like it, and that's fine, guys. No one's gonna kill you. You can do changes. If something doesn't work good, you can undo it and you can delete and you can go ahead. Now this looks a little bit better. All right, so we're finished with the design of this page, but we're not really finished. Like, we're kind of finished, but we're not finished, if you know what I mean. And what that means is that this is just the look on the desktop. We need to make this website look and work beautifully on mobile and tablet devices as well. And that means is we're going to make it responsive. Now, responsiveness is very important because the interesting thing is that over 79% of the website traffic you're going to get is probably going to come from mobile. Most of the world accesses the internet from mobile devices, which means that if your website isn't optimized for mobile, you're losing a lot of money because people are going to come to your website and it's not going to look really good. So here's what we're going to have to do. We are going to make this website responsive, meaning that it's going to look beautifully and work functionally well on mobile, on desktop, on smart TVs, if you're using a smart TV, and on tablets. So we're going to head over back to our editor. This laptop icon right here, responsive mode, let's click on that. We see a bar appear. Let's just click on the mobile portrait. And this is what our website looks on the mobile device, which isn't very bad if you ask me. I actually like this very much. The thing that I don't like, however, is that we have one picture here and another picture here. And the internet tends to be slower on mobile devices, and sometimes they're using data which isn't as fast as 5G internet, so we don't want our web page to be as big on a mobile device. So what I normally do, and I don't know if this is best practice, I don't know if it's common, this is what I personally do because, you know, my technical approach to the website design and development process is I like to hide repeat images on mobile devices, and I don't like to have too many images appear on mobile devices because most time the size of your page is going to be inflated because of the images, right? So we're going to right click here, edit image, advanced, responsive, and we're going to hide on mobile portrait, which means that on the mobile, whenever someone visits the website from a mobile device, this image is not going to load. Now you notice it has some lines going through it and looks a little bit weird. What you can do to see what the website visitor is going to see is click on this icon right here. It's going to move the sidebar, and this is what they're going to see. They are going to see this. Now, I would like to move the contact form to the next part of right here, actually, so that they see the contact form before they see the information, just because it's a contact page. So I'm going to see if we can do that. So we're going to go right here and just right click, edit container, advanced, and responsive. We cannot rotate the columns like we could in a container, in a section. Let's go to layout. So let's see if we can change the direction. It says horizontal, so let's see if we can do this. And nope, that's not going to work. Yeah, this works. So we're going to say column reversed. Now that the columns are reversed, it goes right here. We land on the page and we're going to say get in touch, contact us, our team is waiting for you. And here we go. So now it tells them that here's a contact form. But as they scroll down to complete the contact form, they're going to see an option right here that says submit the form, and there is also more information. But it's a little bit close between these two parts. It's going to click right here, edit container, and I want you to notice something. There is a mobile portrait icon right here for everything that we're doing, which means that we're only doing these changes for the mobile part of the website. So we're going to go to advanced, margin and padding. Margin is space outside of this purple area and padding is a space within. I'm going to go ahead and click here for the entire container. We are going to add some margin to the top and you will see what I mean. We're going to add 20 pixels. And that's a bit, no, that's 200 pixels. And 20 pixels is a bit small. So we're going to add 40 pixels, or let's say 60. And 60 pixels is good. Well, 50 should be good because 60 looks a bit much. And there we go. All right. Margin and padding. Now, as we scroll down, let me just go ahead and do this again. Contact details. So the space between these two areas is a little bit big. So we're going to go ahead and click right here. And we notice that one space ends here and there's a lot of space within. So this is content, this is a padding space within the elements. And there's a lot of padding here. So we're going to move the padding from the bottom of this container for the mobile device. And notice it has 64 on the padding right here. So we're going to make it probably 20. And that's 520. That did not help. All right, so there's that. And let's see what we have right now. That's still a little bit much if you ask me. So I think we can just remove it all together. And let's see what happens now. Still a little bit much, but it's not so bad actually. So we're going to have to do some work in the other container. So we're going to edit container, advanced, the padding at the top. So we're going to go ahead and change this to, let's say 20. And see what we have right now, see if this is good. Yes, this is beautiful as it is. Not too big, not too small of a space. Not too big, not too small of a space. And you could say the same thing with here, but because it's the landing, I don't want it to be too grouped together. The next part that we're going to look at is this part. This is good because you notice everything is left aligned on the page. Everything is left aligned. So we're not going to have to center anything. We're going to keep the same layout. I'm going to teach you about padding again. So just go right here. Notice I said that padding is a space within the element. These words right here are a little bit too close to the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and edit icon box. We're going to advanced and we're going to add some padding. All right. We're going to add 10 to the left. Oh, well, let's add 5. And let's add 5 to the right. And that's good. We're going to copy. And we're going to paste style, so we don't have to do the same thing manually again. And we're going to paste style. All right. Wait, did we not paste the style right here? Let me edit and see what happens. Yeah, we did, but it's not as fun as we'd like. So let me just go ahead and go right here. And we're going to add a break. Wait, we put that in the wrong place. All right, so that's a break tag. Did I not add the tag properly? All right, now this looks good. And I think we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. And we are fine. Beautiful. Now the next thing, and I like how this looks with the bold and the brighter. This is actually pretty nice. This is a nice website we have going on. So we're going to take a look at our tablet version now. All right, so just go right here. And this is our mobile version. This is beautiful. And everything is going to work well. It looks good. It's well designed. All right, so we're going to click on the tablet version. And let's see what's happening. Now you notice we have the same repeat image again on the tablets. This time the image is taking up a whole lot of space, which we don't really want because we have an image here and we have an image here. It's not good design. So we're going to go right here. We're going to right click, edit image, advanced, responsive, and we're going to hide on tablet. All right, that's good. Just go again. And this is good. This is good. I would like to add a design to the button. So we're going to do that very soon. Right after we finish this. And this is the space again. Guys, the space right here is a bit much. So let's scroll all the way down. And we need take some off the top. That's the top. So we're gonna change from 80 to let's say 10. And I think that's good. All right. Yeah, that's good. Let's add 20. Because it's a little bit small. All right. All right, this looks good. This looks good. I think we should add these icons. No, let them stay where they are. All right. And this is good. This is good. This is good. I like this. We don't have to try to fit it in one space. All right. And this all Looks good. Now, I'm going to change this address to have a brick. Just like we added a brick in the email us, we're going to add a brick in the address right here, content, and we're going to add it after lane number 17. All right, that looks better for address instead of one line. And that's good, that's good, that's good. And now let's take a look at our desktop to see everything is good. So it says lane number 17, so the line break doesn't work. All right, it works well, I guess. It's fine, we can leave it as is. The space, again, it's not as bad on the desktop because the screen is so big. So I think we're fine. All right, now, so I mentioned that once we're finished here, we're going to do something. And I just said it. Yes, we're going to fix the button right here. We're going to edit the button so that it's actually orange or it's black or something that stands out. It's being white doesn't pop well right here. So what I'm going to do is we've updated. I'm going to leave right here. We're going to go to dashboard. On the dashboard, we're going to go to appearance. Move myself out of the way. Appearance and no. I want to go to forms, Fluent forms, Fluent forms, Fluent forms, forms. We are going to edit our contact form. We are going to click on the button. Going to edit the button, and we're going to go to button style is custom. Wait, there are different options. We're going to go to custom. The background color, I'm going to use the orange, I guess, that we have on the website. Okay. And the text color is white. The border color. All right, I guess that's good. And the background color is white. The text color. I was going to use black for the background, right? But I think the alert orange would be good. So just go ahead and use this, okay? And the border color is okay. And let's save the form. Form is saved. Let's head back here. And let's refresh to see what happens. Let's just see if the update looks better. And it kind of looks better. It looks better, actually. The orange stands out really well. And the design is nice. Oh, I'm out of screen. Imagine that. All right, so this does look good, guys. This is it for the contact form. Now, here's where we're going to have to do some work. We're going to have to learn a little bit about branding because now you know how to design the website. Now you know how to design the website, but it's not just about designing and developing. You're actually going to need to make your website look professional. So the next step is we're going to learn about branding. And after we've learned about branding, we're going to set up this website to start generating leads and clients for your business. All right, so you know to edit the website, you know to get it all the way here. You can edit the remaining pages by yourself. Let's go to view page. So the portfolio page, we're going to do some work on the portfolio page. All right, just to show you how to work with this page, for example. I think it's nice the way it is. And the about page, you know how to edit the about page. All right, the about page is really nice. But the testimonials, let's see what's happening for testimonials because we normally have to do our own testimonial section. Testimonial section is actually pretty beautiful, guys. All right, so we have a lot going on here. So we only need to take a look at branding for a few minutes, and then we're going to work on the hero section of the homepage because I really do want to get more clicks and likes on this video. So we're going to need to do a really awesome homepage, and we're going to be good. So branding, homepage, and generating leads from this website for your business. All right, let's get started, guys. What I want you guys to do right now is I want you to click on customize if you're on the front end of the website, or if you just go to dashboard. So if you're on the front end, click customize. But if you're on the dashboard, that's the back end, I want you to click on appearance and customize. We're going to learn a little bit about branding, like we mentioned. So in a nutshell, what exactly is branding? Well, branding is the voice of your company. It's its identity. It's how people perceive it, how they relate to it, and how it communicates with your, not just people, but your clients, your prospects, your customers. The Apple brand is very clear. It's innovative. It's around technology. It's around sleek design. It's about being simple. It's about challenging what's normal and pushing the boundaries. Nike is about, well, if you look at Nike athletes, they're normally the ones that are pushing the envelope and becoming the best at what they do. It's also about consistency. It's also about ruggedness, dedication. So that's what your brand does. It communicates values to your prospects and customers that helps to align them with your business. And it's important that you know this, because the thing about branding and sales is that branding helps to give you a personal connection with your customers. And you must remember that people buy why you do what you do. It's not necessarily what you do that they buy, it's why. The what is just a tangible representation of why you do the things you do. And that's from Simon Sinek, an expert in this field. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to learn a little bit about branding. So we're going to go to the header. No, I'm actually going to go to the global option. So just select global from this window. I want you to click on typography. Now, the first part of our branding that we're going to learn, we're not going to learn branding in the overall sense of customer personas and everything. We're just going to learn how to change the branding of our website. And I'm not going to save the changes. We're going to learn about fonts and typography, because the font and typography of your website does respond, or does communicate preferably, some value of your business. If you notice it, the companies that are premium priced, they tend to have a very different look and feel from companies that are that are cheaper or have a lower entry fee. So what I want you guys to take a look at on the font is, I want you to take a look at the presets. We're going to have some serif, some sans serif. Serif fonts are the ones that have the curls at the end, and sans serif are like this. They don't have any curls at the end. The curl at the end is literally what's called serif, and sans serif is without serif or without curl. So take a look at the preset. Play fair display. If you notice something, so this is what the serif is. It's the edge thing right here on the M. So if you notice about this now, it's a very different feel than what we had just now. All right. So look at this. This feels different. This feels modern. This feels technological. This feels innovative. But if you go to Play Fair Display and Open Sans, because of the serif, it's going to feel a little bit more high quality, a little bit more premium, and a little bit more traditional. Not old, traditional. And that is important, because what you're going to realize happen is that the choice of your font is going to help to determine the prices you can charge, because it helps the way people perceive your business. All right. We can also try Lato and Laura. And this is also a very nice font to use, especially in the tech industry. And if you want to represent an interior design company or interior design business that is focused on technological innovation and so on, this might be the one that you go with. If you want to go with one that's bespoke, a little bit more traditional, premium price, this might be the one that you go with. You just look at it and you can feel it. Try one more font just to drive the idea home. This one is Barlow semi-condensed and Roboto. And if you look at the header right here, this screams simplicity, modern design solutions. This screams simplicity and minimalistic. So if you're a minimalist design, is that right way to say that? English, right? So if minimalist design is your forte, or designs are your forte, then this might be the font that you want to go with. And that's the reason why I went through these options, because I want you guys to be able to choose what is best for you. So we're going to leave that the minimalist design for now. We're going to go back and then we're going to click on colors. And right here, you're going to learn about your global color palette, color psychology, and your color palette. What is color psychology? I'm going to bring it up soon, but basically color psychology is telling us that based on the different colors that, well, depending on the colors that we look at, we can have or experience different emotions. That is literally what color psychology is saying to us. So let's take a look at the definition. So here we go. Color psychology is a study of how colors affect perceptions and behaviors. Colors affect your perceptions and behaviors, which is quite interesting. So if you look at the website again, you're going to notice something. The font also affects our perception of the website, which would also affect our behavior. Because if you notice something interesting, when the font that we used was the ones with the curls and so on, the one that made it seem premium, you would have expected to pay a higher price, and you would expect to pay with this minimalist design right here. And the result that you expect to get from this design company is very different from the one that you expect to get with the traditional, more premium priced design. And that's going to be very important going forward. All right, so let's look at color psychology pictures, because the pictures are like 1,000 words. I like to use this photo to help us explain. It says here that optimism, clarity, and warmth is related to the yellow color yellow, and balance, calm, and neutrality is with gray. And something also interesting, blacks and whites are in this. So if you have a company that doesn't really have a standout color, it's more like black and white, like Cartoon Network or like Apple for this example, or Mercedes. This is where you'll get it. And the other thing that I want you to know is that most times a lot of the premium brands, they go with a black and white variation or the gray in this situation, along with a serif font. So if you look at Rolls-Royce or those higher priced brands or companies, those premium companies, they're going to have a mix of both. They can have a modern design. So for example, Apple is a premium smartphone option, all right? The iPhone is not cheap. It's a premium option. But it also goes with this, it wouldn't say, it doesn't have an overbearing color. Let's put it that way. In their brand, it's gray, as you can see in the logo, and their website has a lot of blacks and whites. So I want you to take a look at this. The food companies, which I love to point out to drive the idea home, the food companies tend to have red, orange, or yellow within. And the reason is because red, yellow, and orange, they excite the emotions, and that helps with preparing the palette for food, which is something that you'd want to have. So if you look at all the food companies, every single fast food restaurant, has a red, yellow, or orange in their logo, or probably a combination of two of the three. So that's it for color psychology. If you want to get color palettes, I'm not going to use it today, but I'll show you how to do it. If you want to get colors for your website, you go to coolors.co and you can explore trending palettes, or you can start a generator. It doesn't matter. You can figure it out on your own. But what you do is you can get a combination of colors. Now, these colors that you see right here, this is a color palette for a website. So if you go back to our website, we're going to see one color palette here. You can select another color palette. Let me go where it will be obvious. All right, so if you look right, all right, here's good. If you go with this one, you're going to notice everything changes. Or if you go with this one, everything is going to change again. You can click the pencil to get more options. If you go right here, you notice everything changes. And the change influences how you perceive the website, guys. That's the beauty of this all. You don't have to figure it out. But let's say that you have your own color palette. You already have a brand established. You can go ahead. So I'm going to use one of these color palettes right here. You can go ahead and grab your color, go back to your website, and paste it in. All right. And we're going to need that color here again. Then we're going to go back and we're going to grab this lighter color. Going to paste that here. And you're going to see, I don't know where to hover that would bring up this color. It's not there. And you can grab this blue. All right, because this is going to be very beautiful. So if you look at this black, just go ahead and grab this and paste that here. Now, not yet, I guess. And let me just change that for the body text as well. You're going to see the change here. All right, and that's good. And that's how you're going to go ahead and change it. You see the thing about it, guys, you can click right here. And let me grab this blue for that color. All right, that's good. That's not beautiful at all. But that's why you would go ahead and change your colors. So that's it for branding, believe it or not. Just your color and your fonts. Oh, there is one more part I want to show you. So I'm not going to save these changes. I'm just going to X out. But you're going to just close the entire thing. You're going to visit back your site. Edit with Elementor from any page at all. Any page at all. Click this hamburger icon. Site settings. And we have global colors and global fonts. So this is where you set your global colors and fonts in Elementor. I'm gonna leave everything at default in Elementor so you can pull everything from the theme. But for our global colors, so I didn't make any changes, so there's nothing to discard. But on our global colors, you're gonna see everything right here. All right. So we're gonna set this color palette again, like we said. So just copy, and this can be your primary color. And again, I'm not going to save these changes, guys. Paste. That's good. And what I want you guys to also see is you can grab this color and you can add color, clip, and paste. All right. Then we can name it light orange, for example. All right. That's good. And let's just grab this color. Let's keep going. You can add that to your accent. I don't know if this is going to be our accent. So that's one way you can do it. Or you can add it right here. And this is going to be light blue. The thing that I also like to have going on for me is I like to have my blacks and whites. So to add your blacks and whites, you just click and do that. And you're going to need a lighter shade of black as well. I think we already had that, but I'm going to do one manually. All right, that's there. And that's going to be light black. And I think I'll save these changes just to see how it looks. And you're going to have your white. Let's have a shade darker of white. It's not going to be dark white like I love to call it, but it's not going to be a full white either. I'm going to go with one that's a little bit darker by default. All right. And dark white. And that's good. The primary is going to be the color of the header. So I think maybe what I'll do is I will copy this and I'll add a color. I'll paste it here. Call this my orange or orange for those of us in America. I think I can move the color. Yeah, I can. So I'm going to put it over here. And I'm going to grab the blue as well because I'm going to save these changes, guys. Let me just do that. I'm going to change the color of the font H1s to that. I'm also going to add dark blue. I'm going to paste it here. All right. And the next blue that I needed to grab was this one, I think. And this is just going to be blue. By the way, guys, all these colors, believe it or not, they have names. Every single color that we have some form of name, but who's going to remember that name? And dark blue, blue, light blue, orange, light orange, black, light black, white, dark white. And there we go. I'm going to update. So I'm going to save these changes. All right. After we save the changes, I'm just going to show you what the global fonts look like. This is one way to go about it. So you can change right here. Notice it's Roboto. So if you change to, let's go with a serif font. I don't know, but this sounds serif. That is serif. That's a whole lot of serif if you look at it. Montaga. Notice it changes, and it will change across the entire website. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it as is. So let's go right here. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to discard because I'm not going to save those changes. You can also look at typography where you can change the font of your H1s. I like to change the font of my link color, my link text. So I'm going to change the color to my accent color or orange. And I'm going to change the typography to Roboto condensed. So it's going to stand out a bit. Notice it changed right here. That's good. And update. So that's how you can change all of those things. You can set a default design for your buttons, same with images and form fields, but we're not going to get into that too much today. Let's take a look at our website to see the changes that have occurred. All right. So this is good. This is good. And this is good. So this minimalist design is nice as it is. I believe it would be fun if we had changed everything to the serif font just to see how everything works. But I think we have something good going on here. So we're going to exit. apply, cancel, update, and exit once more, which is interesting because we are going to design this page anyway, so why did I even exit? And what I want to do now is view the page. This is what we have working with at the moment, which is really nice. We like this. So that's good. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to change this to a carousel. All right. And we perhaps keep this background design or maybe not. And we'll go from there. So the next thing we're going to have to do is design this homepage, and then we're going to learn how to generate leads from our website, which is pretty cool. All right, guys, let's go. All right, guys. So let me just get out of the way. Good news. There is a hurricane coming, Hurricane Beryl, that's coming to Jamaica in the next 8 hours. So it's 10:38 p.m. while I've continued recording this video. And I need to finish recording this video, editing, uploading, formatting, creating thumbnails, and scheduling this video so you guys can see it, because it's a category 4 hurricane, and we're anticipating that it's going to be a very powerful hurricane, cause a lot of damage. So I might be without electricity and internet for who knows how long. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to move quickly for the rest of the video. And if you don't understand what's happening, then you've made it far. You can watch the other videos on the channel, hit subscribe, and we'll definitely get everything else done in coming videos. So let's get going. We're going to try to finish this tutorial quickly. We're going to make some changes to the actual homepage. Let's just go ahead and edit with Elementor right away, and I'm going to need a picture of a house. So on Pixabay, we're going to search a picture of a house, or real estate is always a good search to do on Elementor while that loads. So we're going to keep looking. And I think what I need is house interior, because we do need to show our work. All right. So when you come here, come on. Let me just refresh them. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And I'm just going to go ahead and download a few pictures in the meantime. Let's see if this starts working. It's going to download. Save this here. I'm going to go back and we're going to save this image. And we're just going to do image SEO once we're done. So I'm going to teach you image SEO, guys. And that is, I don't even remember if I've already taught you that in this tutorial, but we're going to go through image SEO. This is a really nice bedroom. That couch area also looks really well, or really good, is what I should say. Let's go back again and let's just get this couch area. All right, and download. So Elementor doesn't seem to be loading. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to my dashboard. I'm going to go to plugins, install plugins, and I'm going to have to hit update for starter templates. There's one update available. We have a few other plugins that we could check. So I'm just going to edit with Elementor once more. Let's see if it actually loads. And it's not loading, so let's just go ahead and disable solid security. That might be causing the issue. I remember I said that I was going to have to deactivate it after I've installed it, just because I already had something installed. So let's now do a hard refresh. That's Control Shift and R for a hard reset. And let's see if it works this time. And that is why you tend... Still not loading, so let's go ahead and deactivate WP Servo. Let's try again. All right, so WP Server has deactivated. It's now working. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to close right here. Now we have a few images that we're going to use on our website going forward. I like this one as well. So this is a related free image. I'm going to go ahead and download this one. We are going to have to keep our website fast. So we have tutorials in the description below of how to keep your website fast. You can go ahead and watch those. They're on our YouTube channel as well. What we're going to do after we've downloaded our images to ensure that our website is fast, we're going to upgrade. we're going to upload them to an online image compression website. Now, on this image compression website, tinyjpg.com, just click right. After we open, we're just going to upload everything that we've downloaded just now. It's going to compress our images for us. Then we're going to save the compressed versions and upload the compressed versions. So a smaller image size is going to lead to a faster website because the web page is going to be slower. All right, and that is important for SEO. It's also important for the user experience on your website. So all these have been compressed. We've lost 20 to 32%, which is pretty good. We're going to download all. Let's just save it in a new folder. All right, so we know all where all our images are. We're going to go right now and we're going to extract here. Everyone knows how to do this. That's good. Now we're going to head over to our website as usual. We are going to click this area because we're going to change the background image. We're going to go to style and choose image. We're going to upload our files, select files, and then select our files that we're uploading. In new folder, we're going to select everything except that one and open. Now we're going to learn about image SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. It is literally the process of optimizing your website for search engine traffic. So someone goes to Google and they want to find an interior designer. You want to be the option that appears when they search for interior designer. So SEO is going to help you optimize your website for interior designers in LA. So let's say you're an interior designer in LA. SEO is going to help you do that. Image SEO is optimizing your images for SEO so you can get traffic from your images. So if you go to Google and let's say you type, so you go to Google and you type interior designers Los Angeles and you go to images. These are all SEO optimized images for that search term or some related search term. This could be your image of a work that you've done. You click on the image and this image could lead someone to your website. So SEO is image SEO optimization. SEO image optimization. Search engine optimization for images. So good example, we're going to head over to our website. How this is going to work is we're going to rename our image living room. So this is business name. So Zeilhan hyphen interior hyphen designers hyphen, and you're going to do a search term, Los Angeles best interior designers. And that's going to be your title. That's going to tell the search engine what exactly your image is about. We're going to use an alt text that describes the images. Now, the way our alt text works is that if someone goes to your website and the image isn't loading or they're visually impaired, that means they can't actually see your website. Then the alt text is what's going to be on screen. It's what's going to be read to them, past tense, right? And that's going to tell them more about the image. Now, the funny thing is that when you do this, it actually optimizes your website for search traffic. So it's going to go ahead and add an alt text that is descriptive of our image and also targets something that our audience would search in Google, which is called a keyword. So let's use a keyword here, best interior designs for kitchens, living rooms. Best interior designs for kitchens, for living rooms, LA. And we're going to copy this. Actually, you don't need to have space. You don't need to have the hyphen. I don't know why I made that mistake. I guess it's because I'm rushing. So we don't need to have the hyphen. All right. We're going to highlight, copy, and we are going to paste, and that is good. Now we're going to select our image right here. Notice that we have changed our background image. 5th consecutive award-winning year. That is going to be very helpful. So we're going to say, and this is going to be geared to you, my viewer. So I'm going to say, okay, and see our projects. We're going to change the design of this button. The reason we're changing the design is we want it to stand out a bit. So first, let me just fix this image because I'm thinking of removing the background overlay. So just turn it down. And that's not so good. So I think I'm going to go with the same black and white approach. We're going to change right here. Our colors for this website, so I'm just close this message. Our colors for this website, as you might realize, is orange. So we're going to keep an orange for our button just to get something that excites the attention. We're going to change the background color to a black text. We are going to change the background color to one of our oranges, and we're going to change our border to another one of our oranges, which is good. And we're going to add a hover animation of Bob because that's one of the easier ones to work with, and that's good. Now, the thing that I want you guys to notice is that whenever you land here, which is where we're going to get to the crux of the matter, because anyone can now design this template. You know, I've taught you how to design this template, how to edit it, so that's very easy. Now we need to do the design in such a way that it attracts clients, right? So someone lands on your website, this is what they're going to see, which comes to the final part of the tutorial, lead generation. You're going to want to tell them what to do next so that they can become a client or a customer in your business. Now, that's going to most times involve lead generation. So when they come here, you're perhaps going to want to say to them, schedule a free consultation. If you tell them to see your projects, which is really your portfolio page, all right? It's a beautiful page, mind you. When they go here, what next? You need to have what's called a call to action, which is what this button is. And it basically tells your viewer, your website visitor, what to do next. That's what a call to action is. You're going to need to have a call to action on this page that is going to tell your website visitor that this is where they should go and this is what they should do. So we're going to add those right away. We have a button right here. We're not going to say see our project because that's not what the primary action that we want them to take is. The primary action is we're going to want them to set up free consultation. So that's not how consultation is spelled. And we're going to need to have a consultation page. We currently don't have that. So we're going to get there. Let's hit update. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to edit this image. All right. We're going to keep a black and white setup. So I'm just going to make this a little bit darker, guys. All right. And then for this image, I'm going to use something that's a little bit brighter. Now, all our images that we upload, every single image that we upload is going to need image SEO. All right, so we're going to try this image to see how it works. I think this one as well would be good. So ensure to do image SEO on all your images, and then you're going to add that to your website. And the size of this area could be a little bit more, I think. So let me just update. After I update, let me increase the width. So increasing the width changes the design. All right. Select the space. Let's go with 200. Then now let's change the size here from 52. And that's not going well. So we're going to leave the design as is. All right, that's good. And this button right here helps you to go back when you've made a change and you don't want to save. All right, so that's good. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to allow you to download this template for free, guys. So no need to worry. All right, now, so it's going to go ahead and we're going to exit because we're going to have to make that free consultation feature page, right? So the first thing we're going to have to do, we're going to go back to our dashboard. No, let me cancel and update whatever those changes are. We're going to go back to our dashboard. Once we're on our dashboard, we are going to download a plugin that is going to allow us to add lead generation. And that plugin is going to be Fluent Forms. Now, I already have Fluent Forms. Let's check out all our forms. Let's see what we have going on here. We have our subscription form and we have our contact form. Beautiful. So the form that we're going to do is we're going to add a new form. This form is going to be from a template. We're just going to use a template because, you know, pressed for time. Hurricane is coming, guys. We are going to use a consultation form. So I'm pretty sure there is a consult form. So I'm just going to use this basic form right here. I'm going to rename it consultation form. Rename. We are going to change this to, so I'm pretty sure we've gone through this before, and we're just going to call this name, and we're going to change this field to name. So just want your name. This is our required field, so I'll move myself out of the way. All right, this is our required field. That's good. We have your name, your email. We're going to want your contact number, so let's just take a numeric field and contact number. All right, that's good. This is also a required field. And where do we get required? There we go. So name, email, subject, and we're going to change from subject to location. All right, because that's going to be more important. In addition to our location, we're going to want to find out their budget. So let's just add one more numeric field, and we're going to call this budget. All right, and that is going to be required. And we're going to ask a question, comments. All right. And what this is going to say to our, so we're going to save this form. And what this is going to say is that this is going to say to our prospects that tell us your name, your email, your contact number, where you're located, which this should be required. And I'm going to show you a trick with what we're doing. This should be required for the location, your budget, and a comment on what you want to get done. And because we have so many fields, only prospects who are actually interested in our services are going to actually complete the entire form and submit it. That means that we're only going to get leads or inquiries from prospects who have a high chance of converting. And this is going to be very important in getting good quality clients in your business. You don't want to spend too much time working on proposals, sending proposals that aren't accepted, and you get nowhere, you know? So this is a very good thing to do if you want to get more inquiries but lower quality, so that less of them are actually going to become clients. Then you're going to remove most of these fields and you're going to make more of these fields not required. Right, so you can submit the form without completing it. But remember, you're going to have trouble with spam as well at times. So we have that. We're just going to go to the button and we're just going to make a custom design to our button. Where is our button style? Let's just change to custom. The background color is going to be black as usual. The text color is going to be some variation of our orange. All right. And our border color is going to be, I'm going to use a variation of our orange as well. And that's good. Hover state is background color is going to be a variation of our orange. Just to make it simple, we are going to keep the border color white. Nope. Let's use a variation of our orange as well. Use something darker. All right. And our text color is going to be white. I'm actually going to use white for the background color instead. All right. And let's add a border radius of 5. I don't remember if we added it to the previous button. Save form. We're going to go to settings and integrations because that's going to be an important step. Email notifications. We're going to enable email notification. We're going to set up one to our admin email. New lead form submission. Let's call it that. And we can leave it as is. And we're going to save this notification. It's saved. We can also go to configure integrations. And we can add, so we can go to integrations right here and add this to MailChimp, which would be really cool. So whenever someone submits an inquiry, they actually get added to our email. This is actually pretty cool what you can do. We're not going to go through all of that. We can just take a look at our settings. And here's where it gets interesting. So we're going to have to change our submission URL. So whenever we submit this form, we're going to go to a different URL. And the URL that we're going to go to is actually a page. So let's just go right here, pages, and we're going to right click, add new page. All right, so we're going to create 2 pages. We're going to create one for schedule consultation and one for consultation. Thank you. So I'm going to say consultation, thank you first. I'm going to publish. We are going to create another page, and this is going to be schedule consultation. And we're going to publish. We're going to head back here. We're going to custom URL, and we're going to say consultation. All right, let's see if that changes. No, go to page. That's what we should do. And I don't think it's going to change. Let me just go ahead and copy, save settings. reload so we can actually get that page to a page consultation. Thank you. And we're going to save settings, copy the actual code. We're going to go to our schedule consultation page. Where is that page? Schedule consultation. We're going to edit with Elementor. Portfolio page is good. Let's keep that as is. We're going to use this page as well. All right, now here's what you're going to do. We're going to grab a section, flexbox, default content direction, and Elementor is not working now. So just go ahead and reload. All right, Elementor works now. We're going to add a section, flexbox, content direction flows. There, we are going to just grab a shortcode widget. It's going to go right here. In the shortcode widget, we're going to paste the code. So where is it? This code that we got right here, we're going to copy and we're going to paste it in the consultation. Thank you. We're going to apply that. We're going to press this button or this icon, click this icon. We're going to add a heading above. We are going to label it appropriately, schedule your free consultation style, and we're going to go center. We're going to make some changes to our container, just going to add some padding. So we're going to add 120 pixels to the top and we're going to add 80 pixels to the bottom. We're going to click section here. We are going to go to our portfolio page and we're going to edit with Elementor. This is a very cool trick that helps you to design websites a little bit faster. And I'm going to show you. In the meantime, while this page loads, we're going to get over here and we are going to save our changes so we don't lose them anytime soon. Matter of fact, I think what we should do is we should use a smaller amount in the header and go from there. Portfolio page, we are going to copy the entire section right here and back here, and then we are going to paste. We are going to change this to schedule free consultation. We're going to change this text to something like our team is waiting to serve you. We can typography and capitalize. All right, our team is waiting to serve you. And speak. We're going to say get expert advice. Get expert design advice in our free consultations. All right. We're going to edit container, of course. We're going to change the background to something a little bit nicer that we've downloaded. All right. Let's just try to use this. Let's use this one actually. I think that's nice to use. All right. That's good. And this looks good. This looks good. And the submit form is here. The button hasn't changed, even though we used a custom button. The button hasn't changed. All right, so that's disheartening. Nonetheless, I think it might work once we actually go to the front end, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to take a look at the responsive mode. All right, so it's going to click this button right here, see what's responsive. To get your website responsive, as I'm sure you guys know, responsiveness is when your website functions as well. Functions beautifully on tablets, mobile, desktop, and even on TV. So whatever the screen size is going to work well. To make your website responsive, you're going to click this little responsive mode icon here. We are going to click the mobile, and this looks good. Don't worry about the header for now, guys. We're going to work on that, but this looks good for now. And let me see if we can just click on that and change the size. All right, this is good. But if you notice the words, it's like a little bit over too much to the side, like it's not spaced well. So how we're going to fix that is we're going to click on this area, edit container, and we're going to add some padding to the left. All right, so we're going to have to close that, unlink. It had 80 at the bottom and 80 at the top, but on the right hand side we're going to add 10, and on the left hand side we're going to add 10. All right, so this should be good. If you notice it, that's pretty good. And we might want to make the top a little bit smaller. All right, that's good. That is good. That is good. All right, and now we're going to take a look at our tablet version. We're having the same issue with the tablet version. There isn't enough space right there. And notice that it's changed to a tablet when you're going to do the padding as well. So it's going to link the values. We're going to do 50 at the top again, and we're going to do 80 at the bottom again. This time we're going to do 20 on the right, 20 on the left. And that is all good. We are going to update. That is beautiful. Now we're going to view page. That looks good, free consultation. Now, if you notice something, there is a transparent header here on the projects page, and here there isn't a transparent header. To fix that, we're going to go to edit page, all right? And we need to have a transparent header, so we're going to activate that. There are several ways you can do it, different themes, but the best way is to just edit page, click on this little icon here, Astra settings, look for the header. So we don't see a header just yet. So let's take a look at advanced settings. We are going to enable the transparent header, and then we're going to update. Let's see if that works. And it works. Beautiful. So that's good. The next thing that we have to do, we're going to go back to dashboard and our pages. All pages, our consultation. Thank you. We're going to edit this page, and we are going to edit with Elementor. All right, so on this page, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to paste that section again. And this time I'm going to make this a little bit different. So I'm going to use the min height as, do I want to go with that design? Yes, let's go with that design. I'm going to do something different, guys, I think. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. There was a design I was going to use, but I'm not going to do it. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and undo all these changes. All right. Thank you. That's all we need to say. And then we say, thank you for scheduling your consultation. All right, let's go home. All right, thank you. We are just going to capitalize this to make it a little bit beautiful. All right, and you can change this text as you want. In here, we're going to add a section. We're going to click right here. We're going to say, you received your consultation request. Let's just center. We're going to grab a text editor, and we're going to add some text in this. That's going to say something like, we will be with you shortly, etc., etc. And then we are going to grab a button. We're going to center this button. On this button, we are going to say something like, view our testimonials. Let's assume that's well, we can just do that. And do we have a testimonials page? Okay, there we go. It's going to go to our testimonials page. And you know what we could also do, guys, which is actually pretty cool? We can add a container within this container. In this container, we could add a new, sorry, let me just delete this. And in this container, we add a grid, all right? In the grid, we're just going to need 2 columns and 1 row. In one column, we're going to drag this testimonial button. And in the next column, we're going to drag another button that's going to say, view our projects. For example, this button is also going to be centered. We are going to keep the text. We're going to make some changes to our text and our design. All right. So you can just go ahead and use these settings that I'm using. All right. And now when we hover, you want to have white text with black background, black border color. All right. And matter of fact, we can even just go to our homepage, which is normally the best thing to do to keep your designs consistent. Edit with Elementor. All right. we're going to just copy, right click and copy. And then on this page, we just paste style and it's going to work beautifully. We just paste style and now that's centered, that's centered. This is good, this is good. We're going to make this a little bit beautiful. Oh well, actually beautiful because it's kind of ugly as it is, right? All right, we're going to change the layout, width to percentage. All right, that's good. We're going to take a look at the responsive mode. All right, and that's good. And on this one, we're going to make it a little bit, all right, and that's good. So let's take a look at that. That's good, that's good. And we're good. And you know, guys, this is kind of the beauty of web design for me. So we're just going to go ahead and fix that transparent header issue. This is the beauty of web design for me because we can really just be very simple and get so much more done. You know, we don't have to overdo it. As long as we have a very good idea of what a good design looks like, we can whip up something in little or no time. So that's kind of what we have going on here. So I'm going to close those tabs to the right because I don't need them. And there we go. So this is good. I don't like how these buttons are centered. So we can fix that, but because it's just a tutorial, we're going to leave it. All right, now that we've had our schedule thank you page work set up, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to have to set this page to say that it's not shown to search engines, but whenever someone lands on this page, they count as a lead. Meaning that the only way to see this page is if you submit the consultation form. So when you're running a Google ad or a Facebook ad and you want to know that your ad has generated a lead, you're going to submit this URL right here. You're going to copy it and you're going to paste this URL as the conversion page. And you're going to say that each view on this page counts as a conversion or as a lead generated. So this page is not one that you're going to want to have your clients or your website visitors seen. The next thing that we have to do, remember we spoke about above the fold and conversions and so on. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the schedule free consultation button to the header, right? That means that wherever you are on the website, any page you're on the website, you can see this button. All right. So I'm on the home page right now. Somewhere we can copy this page. We're not going to do it that way though, because what we're going to do after we've done that, we're going to go to. So let me just close this. We're going to go to our portfolio page. We're going to add a conversion button. So we're going to add the schedule consultation button here. We're going to go to our testimonials page. Let's see how beautiful this is. We're going to add our conversion button here as well. We're going to grab 2 or 3 of these testimonials. We're going to add them to our own page, and then our website would be conversion rate optimized. So first, we're going to add this button to the header. To do that, we're going to go to customize, or if you're on a dashboard, you go to appearance and customize. So appearance and customize, appearance, customize. I'm going to close these because I don't need them. And on the customize page, we don't need this change. Come on. Don't need that page change. We're going to click right here. Move myself out of the way. We are going to click the plus. We are going to grab a button. The button is where we want it to be. We're going to click on this button. We're going to change the text from button to free consultation. And that is if free consultation is the ideal conversion for you. Maybe it's to schedule a call. Maybe it's to give us a call. That might be the case. And we're going to change this to schedule. Let's see if the link appears. I don't think it's going to appear. So we're going to go home. So we're going to have to grab the link to our consultation page on home. And we haven't even added the link here. So we're just going to we're going to edit with Elementor because the link isn't even in the button. All right. So we're going to edit with Elementor on the home page. After we edit with Elementor, we're going to click on the button and then we're going to go right here We're going to say schedule. It's going to grab the link for us. All right. Schedule consultation. We're going to highlight all of that, and we're going to update, go back here, and we're going to paste the link right here, and we're going to publish. All right. We're going to have to change the design because that's just high controls. You're going to notice that you're not seeing the button. All right. So we're going to go back and we're going to edit the button. So we're going to change the text color to orange, the hover text color to, what am I going to do with that? I guess we can go to darker orange, the background color to black, the border color to the lighter orange, and border color to that, and the background color to white. So I think that's, no, the text is going to be black in the hover, and the border is going to be white. So I'm going to use a black for the border here. Let's see. And that's good. That's good. That's good. So now we have the button there. We've also linked our button. All right, so schedule free consultation, free consultation. Now, the next thing that we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to go to our portfolio page, and we're going to have a button on this page to schedule free consultation. All right, so it's going to edit with Elementor. So these are all conversion rate optimizations that you're doing on your website to ensure that your website generates leads for your business. All right, guys. So we're right here, and you notice there's a spacer right here. Actually, this is a heading, and it says kitchen. All right, that's good. So we're going to grab right here. We're going to grab a container. Ooh, doesn't look like I'll be able to. All right, that's good. Right here, we are going to have a heading. Matter of fact, let's just delete this heading because I have another idea for a good design. We're going to grab a grid. We are going to change the grid yet again, 1. We're going to keep it at 3 this time. In the first grid, we're going to say, all right, we're going to reduce the size on this text. So first, let's just change it from a H2 to a H3. We are going to reduce the size. On this, we're going to right click, edit grid. We're going to center and center. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to grab a button. All right, so I need to add 3 columns to this grid. 3 rows. No, it's 3 columns. So I only have 1. I don't need 2. What I need is, all right, so I understand what's happening. So we're just going to use 2 for now. All right. So I'm going to grab the button. All right. And matter of fact, we can just go right here, copy this button, go back and paste, and just delete this button. And there it is. Now this area is going to need some space. So it's going to add some pixels to the top and the bottom. And let's add 5. All right, that's good. Now we're going to update, schedule a free consultation with our team, schedule a free consultation. We're going to copy this section and we're going to paste it right here. All right, so let me just duplicate. After duplicating, click and drag and scroll all the way down. Ooh, it is not moving. So here's how we're going to move this. We're going to click this navigator right here, and notice it says container. We're going to drag this container all the way down. Is that where we want it? No, it's not. We're going to want it under office space. So we're going to drag it all the way under office space. It's good. And we can duplicate it again and drag it all the way down. All right, and there we go. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. So we have that, and we're going to save. I'm going to go back home. I'm going to view page because I'm going to keep this page open just to get our design done quickly. I'm going to go to the testimonials page. On the testimonials page, we are going to edit with Elementor. Right here, what we're going to do is we're going to, so what we have here is container. No, this is the container that we want. We click right here. We have a container within that container, and that's this right here. So we click right here. We should have another container, which is 2 sections. All right. All right. So we can click right here, and that's one container. That's one container. So we don't need those. We want this container. We're going to duplicate this container. Notice we have all of this. We're going to now delete this information. Delete. Matter of fact, I think we can just delete that one thing. Here we can paste. So this area that we have from here, copy it, and we can paste it right here. All right, now we delete this. So I'm just go ahead and copy and then paste style. All right, so I don't think that's going to work. I think I'm going to have to do it manually. So let me just undo that. I'm going to delete this area. Right now we're going to edit container, background, solid, color, white. So let's look at our white. And yeah, this is good. This is beautiful. All right, so the next thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to grab this section here and we're going to put it on our portfolio page. All right, but we don't want all of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another section, layout, and flexbox. In this flexbox, we are going to grab a grid. Yeah, again, you might think I'm a one-trick pony at this stage, but it gets done what I would need to get done. We're going to have 2 rows, 2 columns. All right, so I'm going to copy this and paste it here. We're going to copy this. Oh, let's copy this one. No, I'm going to copy this one and paste it here. And let's see if we can change our grid to 3 columns, if that helps. Yeah, it does. And copy this and paste it here. Now we're going to change from 3 rows to from 2 rows to just 1, and this is going to be our testimonial area. Right now I'm going to grab right here. We're going to what clients think about us. All right. Going to grab this. All right, and we're going to paste. We're going to change this to testimonials. We're going to change the color just to make it a little bit more stand out. All right. So this is the color. We're going to increase. So you notice that's a bit much, right? That's a bit much, but this is how design can get beautiful. So this is what we had before. So we're going to use this one and update. And that's good for me. I'm good with that. What our clients think about us, let's just go ahead and edit the container. We're going to add some space to the top, bottom, 10, 10, update. We're going to grab this section now, copy. This is our testimonials page. We're going to exit. We're actually going to view page. We're going to go to our home page. We're going to edit our home page with Elementor. On our home page, we actually have a testimonial section here on our home page, and I like their testimonial section design. Actually, it's actually not pretty bad. So we have a simple one here, and we have a more complex one here, which is really good. And we actually don't need too much to be done now. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to grab the schedule a free consultation. So on the view page, I'm going to go to testimonials, edit with Elementor, because we need this one right here. Then we're going to right click and copy, go home. On our home page, we are just going to paste this right here. Nope. It's gone to the wrong place, guys. It's gone to the wrong place. See if we can get it here. Nope. No. It's going to the wrong place, guys. So let me paste it here. All right, so I'm going to delete. I am going to duplicate. No, that's not what I want to duplicate. So I'm going to have to duplicate the entire section, I think. And then this is where I'm going to paste. We are going to delete. We are going to edit container, remove all our padding, and we're going to turn this to about 20. All right. And that looks good. This website can consider itself done. All right. So we've done a lot with this, guys. Absolutely brilliant work we've done. Absolutely brilliant. Mind-boggling work. We spent about an hour just focusing on our home page and conversion rate optimization. So this is very good. Now, what I'm hoping happens is I'm hoping that I can edit this video. It's like over 3 hours of recording. I don't know if you're going to get that long of an episode, but I'm hoping to edit this video tonight. Let's see, it's about 11:30 right now. It is. Because we have a storm, like I said, there's a storm coming in the next few hours, a hurricane category 4. And instead of worrying about food and preparation, I'm worried about getting this video up on YouTube. So we're going to see if we can get this video edited and uploaded and ready for posting for you guys to watch before the hurricane gets there in the next 7 hours. I don't think it's possible, but we're going to work on it. It's not going to be as detailedly edited towards the end like other videos. And what I would love for you guys to do is just go ahead and hit subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're going to have more videos coming in the future. Like we said, this tutorial is going to be available for free download this website. All right, guys, so let's get going. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you. Love you guys. See you soon.